you should be good Thai.
Vandami Bhante, first of all, I would like to say thank you for accepting the invitation for giving Dhamma talk today. Do I have your permission, Bhante, to start with request for Tisaran and Panchashil? Thank you, Bhante. On behalf of all the participants, I will request for Tisaran and Panchashil. Please, all the participants, keep your palms together. Okasa aham Bhante, Tisaranena saha Panchasilam, Dhammam yachami anugaham katva silam detame Bhante. Dutiyampi okasa aham Bhante, Tisaranena saha Panchasilam, Dhammam yachami anugaham katva silam detame Bhante. Tatyampi okasa aham Bhante, Tisaranena saha Panchasilam, Dhammam yachami anugaham katva silam detame Bhante.
สวัสดีค่ะ
Bhante.
ตัสสะภะคะวะโตอะระหะโตสัมมาสัมพุทธัสสะ
Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa.
บุกังสรณังกัจฉามิธัมมังสรณังกัจฉามิสังฆังสรณังกัจฉามิ
Buddham saranam gacchami, Dhammam saranam gacchami, Sangham saranam gacchami.
ทุติยามปิพุทธังสรณังกัจฉามิทุติยามปิธัมมังสรณังกัจฉามิทุติยามปิสังฆังสรณังกัจฉามิ
Dutiyampi buddham saranam gacchami, Dutiyampi dhammam saranam gacchami, Dutiyampi sangham saranam gacchami.
ตติยังปิพุทธังสรณังกัจฉามิตติยามปิธัมมังสรณังกัจฉามิตติยังปิสังฆังสรณังกัจฉามิ
Tatiyampi buddham saranam gacchami, Tatiyampi dhammam saranam gacchami, Tatiyampi sangham saranam gacchami.
ติสรณะกัมมนะปริปุณัง
Bhante.
ปานาติปาตาเวรมณีสิกขาบดังสมาธิยามิ
Panatipata Veramani Sikhapadam Samadhiyami.
อาดินนาดานาเวรมณีสิกขาบดังสมาธิยามิ
Adinadana Veramani Sikhapadam Samadhiyami.
กาเมสุมิจฉาจาราเวรมณีสิกขาบดังสมาธิยามิ
Kamesu Michachara Veramani Sikhapadam Samadhiyami.
มุสาวาราเวรมณีสิกขาบดังสมาธิยามิ
Musavada Veramani Sikhapadam samadhiyami.
Sura miraya mijapama datana viramani sekha padang smadhiyami.
Sura miraya majja pamadatana veramani sikhapadam samadhiyami.
Tisaranina saha pancha silan dhamma sarukang surakitang kadawa apamadi na sampadita.
Bhante, sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Thank you so much, Bhante. Now I would like to introduce Venerable Bhante to all the participants. Here is the short bio of Bhante. Venerable Bhante Vimalabuddhi, a revered monk from Myanmar, has gained significant recognition for his academic accomplishments in the traditional monastic education systems of both Myanmar and Sri Lanka. He began his monastic journey in 2001 under the guidance of the late Sudarsana Thera, and as a novice named Venerable Vimalabuddhi, he was fortunate to embark on his monastic education at a remarkably young age. Throughout his time in Myanmar, Venerable Vimalabuddhi's involvement in monastic education evolved from being a passionate enthusiast to achieving professional acclaim for his scholarly pursuits. He distinguished himself by achieving exceptional results in highly esteemed and rigorous traditional monastic examinations conducted in Myanmar. Additionally, he diligently trained himself in the Mahasi meditation technique and resided in various monasteries under the guidance of renowned monastic teachers. In recognition of his remarkable achievements, Venerable Vimalabuddhi successfully completed the 6-year degree program, earning the title Sasantakka Sila Dhammacharya, BA Buddhism. He further pursued his Buddhist studies, earning an MA from Kelaniya University of Postgraduate Institute Pali and Buddhist Studies in Sri Lanka. Subsequently, he dedicated over 3 years to his MPhil studies at the same university before undertaking his PhD in Buddhist studies in Thailand. May I please request you for the Dhamma talk, Bhante? Today's topic is ethical issues and Buddhist business practices. Thank you, Bhante.
Yes. Thank you. Yes, can I share my screen? Okay, please wait.
Are you able to, Bhante, now?
Yes, please. Okay. Okay, USA, Dhamma USA, Upasaka, Upasika. May I introduce myself? Yes, I'm Venerable Vimalabuddhi from Myanmar. And yes, Miss have already introduced me. About my education and my background. Just before I start my Dhamma talk, may I say all of you, auspiciousness to you all. Today my topic is Buddhist advocate issue on business. Yeah, my Dhamma talk is comprised of the 5 factors. The first one is the background of the Buddhist ethics in economy, and the second one is the principle of Buddhist ethics in economy, and the issue of the ethics and the solution of ethical problems in economy, and I will give the conclusion. The first one, the background of the Buddhist ethics in economy. Yeah. As for the Buddhist, that there we have four kinds of the happiness for householder. The first one is Atisukha, the happiness of possessing wealth and property. Second one is Bhogasukha, the enjoyment of possession, and Ananya Sukha, the happiness of being free from death. And the step four is Analya Sukha, abstaining from harmful deeds such as killing, stealing, sexual misconduct, lying, and using intoxicants. There's four kinds of the happiness for the householders. Pursuing sensual happiness and or physical and material happiness does not contradict Buddhist ethics as long as we do not become obsessed with it or attach ourselves to it. Instead, our mind should be free and compares to possess higher levels of happiness. Especially Theravada Buddhism also ascribe critics of economic systems that are observed to promote greed and inequality and suffering, such as capitalism, communism. Instead, Buddhism advocates for alternative economic system that prioritize the well-being of all individuals and promotes self-living, equitable, and compassionate economic practice. That's my I just would like to mention the Digajanu Sutta. In the Digajanu Sutta, the Buddha also teach that a person should acquire wealth through. He also identified four requirements that are conducive to happiness for householders who make income for their families. The first one is Uttana Sampada, accomplished in effort, and Araka Sampada, accomplished in protection, and Kalyanamita Sampada, having good friends who communicate with positively, and Samajuda Sampada, leading to balanced life. We have to be accomplished all these four factors for the householders who make incomes for the family. That's from Digajanu Sutta. The other thing that I would like to point out is in the Kudadanda Sutta, they also have the government have to practice. Yeah, the governments are advised to support the agricultural industries by providing assistance, by cultivating crops, raising livestock for farmers. Additionally, proper wages should be given to governments, workers, and capital should be distributed to business people's interest. This is enables individuals to focus on their respective occupation, and the kingdoms will be free from beef and disturbance. People will enjoy their lives, play with their children, and live in open house in a peace and prosperous environment. On the other hand, the other thing that we have to focus is a sila, the principle of livelihood. There's somehow ajiva. It's a fundamental aspect of Buddhist teaching, particularly within the Four Noble Path, the Noble Eightfold Path. It advocates that individuals can earn a living in a way that is morally comprehensive and does not cause harm to others. The idea is that one's profession should affiliate with others' values and belief, not contradict them. The other thing that we have to avoid is around livelihood, Micha Jiwa. It refers to profession or traits that impose fleeting hands, suffering, promoting, and violence toward others. These traits contain selling weapons and keeping animals for slaughter, being a slaughter of meat, settlements, hunting and fishing, selling alcoholic drinks, and dealing with poison. These traits are viewed with disdain in Buddhist societies as they cause sufferings and harm to living beings. According to Buddhist teaching, engaging in such activities may result in bad result. That's from the Michajiwa point. The other thing that we have to observe or practice at the principle of the Buddhist at this, there's 5 kinds of the precepts that the Daika and Taika you have already taken from me. There's 5 kinds of the precepts. The first one is Panatipada, to abstain from taking life. The second was to refrain from taking what is not given. And the third one is to refrain from sensual misconduct, and to refrain from wrong speech, and to refrain from intoxicants and harmful drugs. The 5 precepts for Theravada Buddhists, they have to observe in their daily life and in their economic system. On the other hand, they also have the 5 kinds of the precepts. It's like refrain from taking life, and there's 5 kinds of the precepts. I just would like to show. The other thing is 5 wrong traits. Michajiwa. There's wrong traits which should not be should not do for householders, like weapons, human beings, animals for meat, separates intoxicants and poison. If we do such kind of the trait, there's a Michajiwa, we have to avoid from that kind of the trait. Weapon. Yes, nowadays we can see all over the world, there are so many weapons that can destroy our society, our country. The other thing is like a human tracking human beings. There's also we can some of the places we can see. Therefore, such kind of the trade we shouldn't do as for the Buddhists. The other thing is animals for meat. A number of land animals came for meat in 2019. Yes, there's also have a percentage of the animals for using food. There's if we if we make share like a meat, they also have some kind of the illness from meat eating. They have some like this. Some meat can be diarrhea and vomit and headache and stomach cramps, and they also have some poisoning, plant feed, chemical poisoning, or commercial insecticides, and so on. The other thing is illness from the meat. Yes, even the COVID-19, there's a virus eaten from the meat, and bacteria and coli and paradise. The other thing is suppressed intoxicants. Yes, most places in the world also they just would like to share the separate intoxicant. If the people drink separate intoxicant, we have to be avoid. This kind of the tree is wrong. The other thing is poisons. Yeah, some of the food, especially food poisoning. Some people they just would like to put some poisons on the food and it can damage to the society. There's a solution of the Buddhist ethics. Yes, according to Buddhist ethics, individuals should engage in occupations that are in line with ethical conduct and do not harm others. This means avoiding industry and continuing in exploration, environmental degradation, and harm living other beings. Instead, individuals should engage in activities that promotes social welfare and environmental protection. In this regard, Buddhism accentuates non-harming and non-violence towards all living beings, which extends to the economy. Buddhist practice business should avoid that harm animals, humans, and the environment that I have already mentioned, such as using toxic chemical polluting the environments and causing harm to animals. Buddhist principle of compassion, generosity, and non-attachment to material possessions are reflected in the Buddhist teaching on economics ethics. For instance, Buddhist teaching emphasizes ethical business practice such as honesty, fairness, and respect for others. They encourage individuals to use their resources in ways that benefit society and promote the greater good rather than focusing only on accumulating material possession. In recent years, ethical issues in business world have became more complicated and diverse. In this respect, some of the most present and concern that companies face today. Progression in economy is the process of creating and transforming and projects into something else in order to increase their value in terms of utility, first and market value. However, one of the persistent issues with progression is that the business system is often geared towards maximizing profits without taking into account potential negative consequences with exploration and environment quality. As a consumer, investor, regulators, demonstrators, transparency, accountability, and responsibilities from business. Ethical issues in the business will become more significant. Companies should prioritize ethical fields are likely to benefit from increased trust and loyalties from their householders, while those that discuss ethical considerations may suffer serious consequences. The Buddha's teaching in the Sakawati Suttas emphasize that poverty and inequality can contribute to immoral behavior and crime, although governments, rulers may resort to punishments to control crime. The Buddhists believe that such measure provides only a temporary solution. The root cause of immoral behaviors and crime, according to the Buddha's line in the human mind, especially the defilement of greed, hatred, and delusion. He thought that genuine and long-lasting change can only come from the transformation of the mind through the practice of morality and concentration and wisdom. That's my conclusion. The anniversary of the Buddha's teaching often regards to as the eternal Dhamma or true lies in their abilities to human societies, regardless of time and place. The moral principles of Buddhist ethics economics, he taught universal, and the principal application of Buddhist ethics for rulers to support the public welfare and improve the happiness of the people remains relevant today. The Buddha emphasized the importance of moral principles for human society and encourage rulers to prioritize the welfare of their citizens. His teachings on relationship between economic development, principles, and social harmonies offers valuable insights for leaders and policymakers today. That's my reference. Thank you so much for paying attention to my presentation.
Thank you so much, Bhante. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Thanks a lot, Bhante, for sharing about Samma Jiva and all the ethical issues and practices in Buddhism. Really appreciate your Dhamma talk, Bhante. Do you have your permission, Bhante, to open the question and answer session forum?
Yes, yes, yes.
It's a request for the participants. If you have any question, please post it in the chat box. Thank you. I think one of the Upasika, Jyotika, is asking, requesting for the slides. I think later
Yes.
after this talk, yeah.
Yes, I can share.
Thank you so much, Bhante. Do we have any questions? Yeah, you can please raise your hand. And we can let you unmute, and you may please ask your question directly as well. Yes, please go ahead with the question.
Yeah, Vandami Bhante, Namo Buddhaya.
Yes.
Bhante, my name is Pankaj, and my question is, Samma Ajiva is part of one of the Eightfold Noble Eightfold Path.
Yes.
So why ethical business is also a concern when you are following the Samma Ajiva? Does it to kind of give you additional guidelines as to how a business should be run besides where you would stand on Samma Ajiva?
Yes. Samma Ajiva is the most significant to practice for the householders who make income, because that's a Samma Ajiva is comprised of the sila. Yes, if we make business, we have to as for the Buddhists, we have to observe the sila. Sila is the most significant things for their business householder. Yes, without sila, yes, they just only focus on their selfish. They would like to, they were harm to other people. Yes.
Thank you, Bhante.
There is one question from Dr. Sanjay. Can you please, let's unmute Dr. Sanjay and he can ask the question.
Hello.
Yes.
It is audible?
Yes, we can hear you. Please go ahead with your question.
Yeah, good morning and Namo Buddhaya to Bhante.
Yes. Good morning.
Yeah. Bhante, I want to know these industries when commercial, how they follow these Buddhist principles and what are the practices for ratio, for example, because I am also corporate. So see, we have seen that several Buddhist principles are there, but not following in the totality. They know
Mm,
these are the moral principles. So what is your idea about this industries are following these Buddhist principles?
mm. Yes, Buddhist principle, yeah, the most significant Buddhist principle is like 5 kinds of the precepts for the household that have to practice. Yes, panadipada. If we just only keep preserve such kind of the 5 precepts, maybe I think some of the wrong things we will not do. We will be sympathetic to the other people, and our life will be peaceful, not harm to other people. That's mean like panadipata, adinadana, kamismisasara, and musawada, and suramida, michapamaratana. That's kind of the principle. We just only keep, yes, yeah, nowadays most businessmen, they don't keep any precepts, therefore they don't follow the principle of the business ethic. Therefore, maybe I think they just only emphasize about their selfishness. Therefore, they make like exploration or capitalists. Actually, I'm not come from the background of the economics, but I just only point out the Buddhist perspective. If we just only follow the principles of the Buddha, we can maybe I think we can get some guidelines from the Buddha's teaching, like how to divide our properties and how to spend our possessions for living for our life. The other thing that I would like to point out is even we have so many properties that can just only some people they have only they make a business and they just only emphasize themselves. So yes, the thing that I would like to point out is to get a guidelines from the Buddha's teaching.
Thank you. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Thank you, Bhante.
So much. Okay, you're welcome.
There's one more question from
Yes. Yes.
Jyotika. Please go ahead with your question.
Yes, good morning, Bhante and everyone. I have one
Yes.
question that Theravada and Mahayana is very different about the eating the meat, but Theravada, they can eat suitable meat. Also,
Yes.
what Bhante think about this? Because we are so confused about meat nowadays. It's not
Yes.
not safe. Yeah, so please advise us. Thank you.
Yes. As for the monk, we cannot eat like snake, elephant, human flesh, and the other like tiger, and like this. So we cannot eat such kind of the meat. There we have 10 kinds of the meat. So as for the human lay disciples who also practice the Theravada tradition, maybe I think Mahayana, they just only practice as a vegetarian. They don't eat meat. But for the Theravada, especially some of the suitable meat they can eat. As for the men, they have 10 kinds of the meat, like that I have already mentioned. Yes, there's a difference between Theravada and Mahayana. Maybe you can find some
Thank you, Bhante. There is one question from Rajesh Gayakwar.
Yes.
Vandame Bhante, Namo Buddhaya, Namo
Yes.
Dhammaya, Namo Sanghaya. I am Rajesh from Pune, India. Thank you everyone, entire honor team and all the working for this good session every Sunday. Bhante, I have a very small question but important. I am working in the defense sector of production of ammunition, bombs and everything required for the defense of the country. So I am in the industry as a worker. So we produce ammunitions every year, every day in lakhs. So do I break the Shila of Samma Ajiva or Panatipata? Please guide.
Yes. Sorry. You.
I am working in defense.
Yeah,
Defense means production of ammunitions, bombs,
ammunition. Yes.
bomb and everything. No, rockets, missiles.
Yes,
So,
yes.
so this is used in the war or
Yes,
in
yes.
the to protect the country from the invasion
Yeah.
of the foreign terrorist like this, na?
Yes.
So every time I feel that I am also a part of Panatipata like this. So
yes.
please guide.
Yes. That's really interesting question. Because yes, in our Myanmar, we also have there's a Myanmar saying. We say that's mean if a soldier die, they cannot go to the hell, Nidia. That's mean yes. Some soldier they would think that if they commit the panadipada, especially killing, yes, they just would like to protect. Therefore, they kill to protest for their nation. Therefore, yes, when we the most important things for the Buddhists is Chidana. The Buddha also describe express Chidana Bhikkhve Kammawarami. That's mean whatever we do, the thing we have to emphasize is Chidana. When we commit a being, when we kill a being, there we have five factors that we have to accomplish. The first one is living being. Yes, must be living being. Yeah, that means in our mind also have yes, we have killing. Yes, we have intention that like a chidana. We would like to kill the living being. Then we have yes, we were two, and the living being will die. At the time we will know it died. And yet when the five factors accomplished, yes, the Panadipada Dhamma, especially the action of the Panadipada is complete. That means yes, if we don't have some intention, that's not accomplished karma. That's not complete karma. Therefore, it's depend on your mind, and some karma are not. We cannot see like a karma. Yes, but maybe you are not healing anytime. So there will also have some kind of the a horsey karma. Yes, we have to do more goodies, more materials deed, the kusala karma. Then when the kusala karmas match amount of, at the time the akusala karmas were disappeared in our mind. Yes, for example, I just would like to give an example story. The person from Buddhist. Yes, in Gurumala, he a lot of beings, just like a human. But later on, he became a Randa, or the akusala karmas disappear in his mind. Then kusala Yeah, he became a radish like this. So yeah, you also yes, just only emphasize about yourself. Yeah, whether you would like to kill the animals or not. If you don't would like to kill, the commands will not be accomplished. Thank you.
Yes, master. And what about Samma Ajiva? In my case, means I am working now. So for livelihood, I am the sector.
Yeah, Samma Ajiva. That's yes, that's just only for protection. But yes, no Samma Ajiva. That's yeah, we cannot say there's a Samma Ajiva because sometimes you have to kill. Yeah, you are like a soldier, right?
No, I am not a soldier. I am not a soldier.
Yeah.
I am in the production. We make
yes,
weapons.
Yeah, protection. Yes, you make weapons. That's not Sama Ajiva. That's not Sama Ajiva.
No,
yes, protection.
master. Production means
yes,
we manufacture it. All the
yes, manufacture.
yes,
I see. Yeah. Yes, manufactures for weapon, right?
Yes,
that's not Sama Ajiva. Yes, I have already mentioned Michajiva. There are 5 kinds of the Michajiva. Like weapon also include.
Okay. Thank you.
Yes.
I do not see any question in the chat box. Pankaj, do you have any questions?
I'm checking if there are any questions online. And I do not see any questions online either.
Okay. Sounds good. Okay, thank you so much, Bhante. We really appreciate your time and giving this wonderful Dhamma talk, Dhamma sharing on, which is very extremely useful today to know about Samajiva and ethical practices for a lay disciple. So thank you so much, Bhante, sharing all the merits with you and sharing merits with all the participants and every single being in the universe. There's one announcement to all the participants that we would be having Dhamma talk on Noble Eightfold Path by Venerable Bhante Kusala from North America. And it would be divided into 2 parts series. So we look forward to see you next week also for the Noble Eightfold Path Dhamma talk. Thank you everyone for joining, and thank you so much, Bhante. We wish you all the happiness.
You're welcome. Okay.
Sadhu. Thank you so much, Bhante. Thank you, everyone. Please take care.
Now, yes.